back in the 16th century, and Martin Luther, after he was put on trial as a heretic, as soon as the trial was finished, his friends kidnapped him, put a bag over his head and kidnapped him, and went and hid him in a castle. The reason they did that is because they were afraid that he was going to get executed, and so they wanted to hide him. And so they took him, put him in a castle, and so here's a man who's very angsty, who wants to get stuff done, and he has to live in a castle for the next few years. And so what does he do? He says, I know, I'm going to translate the New Testament into German so my people can read the New Testament. And in Romans 3:28, where it says we conclude that a man is justified by faith, apart from the deeds of the law, Martin Luther, in his German version, wrote, we conclude a man is justified by faith alone, apart from the works of the law. Okay? And of course, the critics of Luther and the critics of the Protestants fell all over him for this. And they said, look at this. Martin Luther has added the word alone to the Bible. That's why they believe in justification by faith alone, because Martin Luther added the word to the Bible. The word alone is not in the original Greek in Romans 3:28. And that's true, it's not in the original Greek. But that's not the reason. Luther's translation is not the reason why we believe in justification by faith alone. All right? That is the meaning of the text. It says we are justified by faith without, choris erga, without works. Okay? There's a Greek word for you, choris erga. If you go and you buy a souvlaki, and you say, I want a souvlaki choris domata, without tomato. How much tomato is going to be in the souvlaki? Zero. None. Not allowed. It's not part of the souvlaki. Okay? It's not in there. It's without that. So we are justified by faith without the works of the law. Without. So how many works or deeds are included in our justification? None. It's out. It's not in there. Therefore, faith alone. That is the point that Paul is making. In fact, I did a little research into church history, and I looked into previous church writers before the time of Luther, how they understood this verse. And you can find numerous people all over the place, famous, both Eastern Church and Western Church, whether it's John Chrysostom, who the Greek Orthodox love, whether it's Augustine, whether it's Thomas Aquinas, who the Roman Catholics love. All these people, you can find them talking about Romans 3:28, and they understand it to mean faith alone. So the idea that Luther is being innovative here is, he's not. Real quick, I also found a Roman Catholic Italian Bible from the 15th century, before the time of Luther. Then Romans 3:28 says we are justified per sola fide, by faith alone. All right? So before Luther put in his sola, well, he didn't put sola, it was in German. There are many people who understood this verse to mean saved through faith alone.